In a secluded place, far from public view, there are fighters testing their strength. An underground fighting organization called Valkyria is hosting an event. People gathered and cheered for the upcoming fighters. The first to arrive is the petrifying leopardess Toju Ran. With a tall frame and fit figure, they say she is a disgraced boxing genius while entering the stage. A former Japanese super featherweight champion of a renowned organization. With a boxing record of 8 wins and 2 losses, and one of those is from breaking the rules. She severely injured her opponent so bad her license got revoked. Within the audience, there was a girl on her phone. She said, "Not bad, she's no street punk, that's for sure. Keep looking for anyone with potential." And then she ended the call. She is guessing if she can satisfy her. Now we know who she is, Tenma Nozomi, the owner of Valkyria. And the ring announcer is hyping the crowd for the next fighter, jumping up and down in the cage while waiting for the announcer to finish. Valkyria's very own warrior of revolution. Contrast to her opponent, she seems to have a cute smile and bubbly personality. Then she shouts, "Time for a revolution!" She then was introduced as Valkyria's original champion, the Revolution Princess, Hungo Hina. In the corner of Toju Ran, she is being warned, she may look like a kid, but keep your guard up. She already won 3 fights, and she's the real deal. But Ran said she doesn't look like a kid, but she is a kid. And Ran mentioned the prize for winning is 5 million yen for beating a kid. She can't believe her luck already. In the face-off, while the referee is explaining the rules, the physical advantages of Ran is very obvious. She is 14 centimeters higher and 12 kilograms heavier than Hina. "So you got 3 wins in this lowly org? Wow, good stuff, but it's just a stepping stone for me." Ran continued to explain that this match is going to show the difference between a big player like her versus a small fry on an unknown org like Hina. "You're going to see it firsthand." Small fry, and Ran continued to talk smack to Hina in between the face-off. But Hina seems to be unbothered and just smiled, then mumbled something. "Slowpoke?" Ran just barely heard what Hina said while going to their corners. Then the referee prepares before the match starts. This is going to be a battle of styles. Boxing versus underground martial arts. Will the speed of a boxer overcome the champion's prowess? Will there be a revolution in the ring once again? I'm pretty sure she called me a slowpoke. Ran can't contain herself on what Hina mumbled. "I don't know what's running in your head, but of all people, you are calling me slow?" Ran said, "I'll crush you," while having a weird grin on her face. The owner of Valkyria is quietly watching with the audience at the back, and last-second betting is happening before the match starts. Both fighters are in their fighting pose. Ran with a boxing stance, and Hina approaches with an open palm stance. This is the trademark of Ran, the Detroit style where her guard is low, while Hina isn't that fancy, just in her natural stance. Both fighters are ready, and the referee signaled the match to start. Ran from her Detroit stance is swaying her left arm back and forth. It's a frightening sight to behold. Nozomi is also analyzing the match. In that position, you could throw flicker jabs, and that's tricky to deal with. The trajectory is harder to follow from a normal jab because it comes from below. Hina approaches Ran while her arms is swaying back and forth, unbothered. Suddenly, a barrage of flicker jabs are being thrown in the face of Hina. Her bangs are getting blown by the air pressure of the flickers because of how fast they are. The crowd are amazed by the flickers. Was it 3, 4 jabs? Hina can't approach Ran because of it, stopping her in her tracks. For a boxer, the jab is their fastest punch that can reach up to 40 kilometers per hour. But with a grin on his face, Ran is explaining that is the speed, if you are in boxing gloves. With the smaller gloves like this, the jabs can reach closer to 50 kilometers per hour. What frightening speed! Just like that, multiple flicker jabs came flying towards Hina. But none of them reached Hina, as if Ran is just purposely flicking away Hina by a hair's margin. "What do you say, I'm still a slowpoke?" Hina is mumbling once again. Hina replied, "Yep," just as slow as I thought, with a cheerful and happy face. That reply angered Ran greatly. All her facial veins are popping out one by one. Hina approached Ran again with her open palm stance. But this time Ran dashed forward while throwing the flicker jab, extending her range and speed further. Before the flicker could hit Hina, She suddenly dodged under it in a split second. Then before Ran could react, Hina threw a looping counter around the flicker in an instant. The counter hit is so strong it immediately disfigured Ran's face upon impact. In a split-second exchange, Ran's body came falling. "What just happened?" the crowd asked. It happened so fast even the ref did not notice what happened. Nozomi figured it out somehow, but disappointed while saying, "She did it again." The referee did not bother to count. "We need a doctor. Quickly!" Hina's fists etched on Ran's face. While the ref is declaring the match is over. Hina is watching over Ran's unconscious body while twitching on the ground. The pro boxer is ironically beaten by a clean knockout punch. While announcing the victor, Hina poses cutely for the crowd. The Revolution Princess does it again. She has now 4 straight victories in total. Yay, a perfect revolution! The crowd cheers as Hina leaves the cage, but at the back she was confronted by the owner. "You're not making this easy for me," she says. "You can win if you want. But stop doing it like that, will you?" Hina was delighted that Nozomi saw her match. Of course she is the owner. Nozomi is explaining that everyone is recognizing how freakishly strong Hina is by this point. So if you keep winning one-sidedly, no one will bet on your opponent anymore. And if no betting happens, our small org will go bankrupt. But Hina asks, "Is that my fault? We won't have that problem if you just bring stronger fighters, not like that slowpoke." Dumbass. "I'm getting you the best I could find. There isn't just any monsters like you out there." And a silhouette of Hina possessing an eerie aura is seen at the back. "I'm counting on you, okay, Nozomi? Bring me strong fighters, strong enough to be kindred spirits of mine." Is this the real Hina? Her eyes got darker and her thirst for stronger fighters is coming through. Now, Nozomi is starting to regret that involving a monster like her in the business was a mistake. But they got too deep in the business to back out now. Her only bet is to use this monster to climb the top as far as possible. But how did Tenma Nozomi and hongou Hina cross paths? That story is for another time. If you like this content, tune in and we'll make more of this. Until next time, bye-bye.